Welcome to the Evening Gamer. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Guy. Welcome back, everybody.
2025.
2025, Season 2. Who would have thought it?
It actually feels like a long time since we've done this.
It does a bit, yeah.
Didn't January just feel like its own year?
Yeah, it has. It really has. Every day there's another, breaking news.
Not just
shit's
that.
Going down.
Not just that, but if you were to ask me how long ago Christmas dinner was, I'd be like, oh, fuck, 4 months ago? I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny like that. Sort of, it feels like as the year goes on, it speeds up.
Yeah.
By December, you're like, it's over now.
You kind of go back to work and you're like, fuck, is it Australia Day yet?
Yeah.
And then I swear it's not for at least 3 months. And then it's like June.
Yeah. And
the concept of time.
The concept of time. It just rolls on by.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
I just remembered we ended our last episode wishing everyone Chinese New Year, Happy New Year,
and
Happy
Chinese
Hanukkah.
New Year is right now. It's happening right
now. Is
now.
it Year with the Dragon?
What year were you born in?
93.
What was that? Do you know?
I think it was a rat.
I'm a goat year. And I'm an Aries as well. So I think I've got luck. Like it's goat year and I'm an Aries.
And he's the goat.
Well, I don't know what's in. It's probably not gaming.
Did you do much, speaking of gaming?
Speaking of gaming.
Did you do much gaming?
Yeah, I did actually. I did. I've got my list of what I've achieved sort of and run through over the holiday period.
We ended everything with some pretty clear KPIs.
Yes, and I remember teasing you going, there's no way you're going to get everything you wanted to get done.
Do you want to ask me?
How did you go, Taylor?
Fucking ripped through them all, baby girl.
Yeah, no. I'm very impressed, mate.
So many games to review this year.
What'd you play?
Oh, man, it's honestly such a long list. I can't actually even remember all the games I've played. I've started Armored Core.
This is a gaming podcast, so you better remember.
I've started Armored Core, which is I'm having a hell of a time playing.
Yep.
I finished Silent Hill 2.
Nice.
I ripped into so many other games. You're going to have to just wait. You're going to have to wait.
We'll find out.
Maybe I'll release a schedule of all the games I played and go on a review. But I already have 5 episodes worth of content.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've nutted out the first few episodes of the year.
We have.
So I worked my way through Indiana Jones and played that pretty much to 100%.
Nice.
Stalker 2 I gave a really good run for.
Nice.
I've become heavily addicted to Bellatro, which is a topic I'd love to talk about. And then Rise of Ronin I'm currently giving a whirl to while I wait for new games to release.
That's right. The old Bellatro.
The old Bellatro. I'm still not sure how to pronounce it.
Bellatro.
I remember I made fun of it. It was a Game of the Year nominee.
You try and show it to me every time we sit down. It's like a card game. It just reminds me of Solitaire.
It is one of those games that is just perfect for the commute. On your phone, you just want to play a quick thing, and there's a gambling element to it, in the sense if it's Texas Hold'em poker, and there's just something about it that it scratches an itch deep inside you. Because, I mean... Deep, very deep. So
really?
Yeah.
Because it's just like gaming, turn-based gambling all in one. And doesn't it have like the old Dungeons and Dragons kind of
There's a lightness to it, that it resets every time you play it and you work and do a run through it. But so you basically use Texas Hold'em hands and you get dealt a certain number of cards and you then acquire these joker cards that trigger multipliers. So you could get a royal flush, but if you use all clubs for the royal flush, your multiplier triggers and your score goes up. And so the deeper you go, and there's something like over 150 different jokers that do different things.
Well, I've got you reviewing Bellatro episode 41. So that's coming up. Let's not spoil it.
I don't know if I'll commit a whole episode of reviewing that game. I think it's a as I said, one to enjoy as you go on the bus in the commute on the day.
Might have to lean on me a little bit. Life events, world events, it's all happening.
Yes, world events certainly happening.
I feel like the tech bros have really made their way into some governments.
Yeah, we're in the time of the oligarchs. The time of the oligarchs.
We got fascist billionaires before we got GTA 6.
We certainly did. And we have a billionaire who pumps up his gaming level in Diablo by paying people to do it.
What a fucking knob, eh?
I could not believe that.
You know what? You can spot a non-gamer just by how they say shit like that. Because every gamer knows you start flaunting levels, you're going to get cut in half. Every gamer knows that. It's the biggest faux pas in gaming.
It was honestly, it's probably one of my favorite news article thingies that have occurred over the last little bit of just him paying people to do this. Then he goes on live stream. Everybody who plays the game realizes he's not picking up loot. He doesn't know the buttons. He doesn't know even the controls. And he's then going on Joe Rogan going, I'm a top 50 player in the world. And then he does the live stream and everyone's like, how on earth is that the case? No way. And then some guy kind of criticizes him and then he burns him on Twitter and gets rid of his blue check
Like
the guy is so fickle. I swear, if he listens to this, we'll probably be assassinated or something like that.
All this from a guy who replies to his own Twitter posts. Like, come on.
Oh, I know.
Honestly, brother.
Oh my God, that was another one that made me laugh.
We're not here to talk about Elon Cucks.
No, we're not. But I love the way you did the tweet of going, I am like so and so, as if like, bro, you're not revealing yourself as fucking Iron Man. Shut up.
Oh, I love our banter. It's all, most of it jokes. But today, you pointed at me. Do you have something?
Yeah, I did. I was going to ask, did you watch the Amazon show Secret Level? Because we touched on that late.
No, I haven't yet.
Because it got released over our little break and I've watched it all and highly recommend it. You know, if you're into gaming, this is a show that I recommend because it's done by the people who do Love, Death and Robots, which was quality animation.
I love an anthology.
Yeah,
I love that I don't know what's happening the next episode. Love, Death, Robots did it so well.
So well. The thing I really like about those anthology series is like sometimes you put a show on and I don't know, there's like 10 seasons and you're just like the commitment of time and energy to get through that. I feel that
was like Succession right now.
Well,
everyone wants me to get into it. But you know, the old conundrum.
There's one show that I've always wanted to get into is the Clone Wars, the Star Wars Clone Wars show, but I've just never sort of been able to commit my time to it.
Is that the anime?
Yeah. And there's a lot of seasons to it and it's apparently fantastic.
And they go through all of them.
They go through a lot.
Because I saw the cartoon version of, I've forgotten her name, but Anakin's Apprentice. Ashoka.
Yeah.
They fight off, and I've seen a couple of those.
There's a
Darth
live action
Maul's
now.
in there, and
there's
everything.
A live action.
It looks good, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm struggling for time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with all the gaming you're doing, I'm not surprised.
And I'm back at uni.
And you've gone to university. Welcome.
And I have a full-time job.
And you have a full-time job. It's a lot. So
which wasn't always the case last year. A few times I logged on and recorded this with you, and I was like, oh man. Anyway,
T and I were saying that this is going to be a very busy year for the both of us. So we've committed though that we're going to do much more recent releases. We're going to try and buy them when they drop, which will hurt our wallets, but it's for the commitment of the cause.
You know what's funny as well is like just reflecting on 2024, I think that the gaming drops that came out last year actually prevented us a little bit from talking and playing big labels because it actually wasn't a huge year in gaming.
I'd agree with you on that.
This year though, if this year comes to fruition the way it's been planned, oh my God. I don't know if anyone has seen the best drops of 2025 video that we published on our Instagram, but like just rewatching that myself, I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of big games this year.
Finally to be in the year that GTA 6 is supposed to come out. It's a crazy place to be in.
I know. I mean, after this, you might as well just throw yourself off a bridge, because we've made it. It's GTA 6 time, baby.
This is the epitome. This is the pinnacle.
This is what we've been waiting for. So, and even your gaming clip that you put up, that really good Instagram reel, I don't know if anybody noticed the misspelling, but on that one...
we should call that out, by the way.
Neither of us did, oddly enough. But on that, I feel like even that one, you did put together a lot of the good drops of this year, but even then when I looked through, I was like, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one. In comparison, we said last year wasn't a great year for gaming drops. We started a podcast about gaming in a year that it wasn't a top 10er in terms of the drops coming out. And the game of the year, I feel like really supported that argument in terms of what was nominated, blah, blah, blah. But this year, oh my God. My God. Like there's a part of me going like, I don't know how I'll find the time because I feel even looking at what's coming up now, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Avowed's not far away. There's a whole bunch of drops coming in even February.
Assassin's Creed's not far away.
That's March. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick year as you wait for these titles to drop in. It's looking really good.
But today's episode is all about exactly that, the biggest drops of this year. And you're right, we can't fit every single game.
Yes.
And even with that trailer, there's only so many games you can talk about in 2 minutes. And I had to be really selective.
You did.
And just off the top of the dome, I'm even recognizing that Ghost of Yotei or whatever it is, it wasn't in there.
Yeah.
So much.
There's so many. And so last year when we did our version of this, we even did a bit of special mentions. This year, I think we're really going to tighten it down to just a top 5 that we are waiting for. We're going to do a 5 to 1 countdown each.
Yeah.
We've checked our notes. There probably would be overlap, but we've tried to exclude them from one another so we're not repeating each other.
That's it.
The only last thing, just before we move too quickly ahead, was with that Secret Level show. So it's got some voice actors, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Hart, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves even acts the animation out as well. He sort of acted it out. Some of the games they did is Sifu, which was a really good one not that long ago. Unreal Tournament, everybody would remember from their childhood. Warhammer. They did an episode on Warhammer. Warhammer, which was sick. Pac-Man was in there. Armored Core was in there. Outer Worlds that released recently. There's a second one of that coming out soon. And Concord, which is kind of how I half got into this. But just on the topic of Warhammer, because I know I did a big call last year of saying when that show lands, and Amazon and Henry Cavill has come to terms now, so it is going to happen. Like no questions asked. That
I reckon
happening.
He's on his way to being typecast as like gaming protagonists. And I don't think he'd be mad about it.
Yeah, I think he'd be fine about it. I did see a thing just the other day of going with the new Justice League-y sort of DCU that they're trying to create. With James Gunn. James Gunn's trying to do a whole nother cinematic universe in the DC thing. That somebody was saying, you know who'd be the best casting for Batman? Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
And you're like, he was in Superman. You know, like what?
And
how
wasn't he the version of Superman that fought off against Batman?
Yeah,
and lost?
Exactly. I know. So like, because he was a really like, I don't know, his whole argument. I listened to it and I was like, one of these Instagram reels. I can't remember.
I mean, you can't go wrong. He's a safe casting.
He's great. He'd be a great Batman. He'd be fantastic. I mean,
I really honest, he's not unfit.
I do like Robert Pattinson's one though.
He was good.
I feel like he's really
he deserves like a second
stripes
title
now. Yeah, like he's good now. But
he's actually a good actor, mate.
He's fantastic.
He just got caught up in the Twilight.
Yeah, I know. He's going to wear that chain for
I've seen
a
him
long
in
time.
so many other films, even some Roadhouse films, and even when the script and plot isn't great, he's fucking great in them.
When he was in that Christopher Nolan one, I think, where it was the backwards and forwards at the same time. He was good in that. He was really good.
Yeah,
Did you watch the Warhammer YouTube clip I sent you?
Nope.
Oh
no, probably.
So.
Mate, you sent me a lot, dude. And Warhammer is typically on my feed. It's a big label at the minute.
I'll probably mispronounce this, but I came across this animation and I saw a trailer for its second episode, and the first episode was already out. I sent it to you. So it's the Astartes sort of, I don't know, this guy's put up this thing. It's spelt, if anybody wants to write it down, Astartes. It is the best animation of Warhammer I've ever seen. Okay. It was better than Secret Level. I watched that thing.
Wow.
I was so hooked in. It was like, if they make the show even 50% that, it'll be a fucking killer. Like, it's so fucking good.
I love the positivity we're starting with here. Because last year, when we started, or at least last year when we spoke about TV shows, it was all like, what the fuck? What did they do to Halo?
Exactly.
Now we're talking about Warhammer 40K adaptations that are bringing it.
It's a whole different ballpark. Like it is such a great
we have turned the page
to play in.
So is the podcast. We are fucking back, baby.
Back, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Just really quickly, there are a couple of changes coming. We said, albeit they would be small. I'm going to do a riddle every week.
Yes.
I'm going to post it to the Instagram. I'm going to send it out in the newsletter because that's happening. Newsletter's going to be happening. And I'm going to say it at the end of each episode here. I will give it a timestamp. There'll be a riddle each week.
All right, Jim Carrey. I look forward to this.
I'll cop it. But I fucking love a riddle, mate.
Yeah.
I was testing some of them on you. Tell me you weren't entertained.
I mean, look, Em and I, the missus, did sit there for a little while, and I think she got it right.
She did get one right.
She did really well on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little brain teaser for you. Your little Sudoku coming from us to you.
That's it. Also, while you're here, give us a rating.
Give us a slap and tickle, guys.
Slap us around. Give us a star rating.
It honestly, it does motivate us. The
we have
more
goals.
It grows.
We want to hear from you.
Go tell your mum that you're listening to this podcast and she'd really enjoy it.
We're all about the mums and gaming.
The mums where it's at.
Star rating, follow, like, whatever.
Let her know that there's a game called Overcooked and she should probably play it and her cooking would get better.
The Evening Gamer Podcast. Something about cooking, guy just said. I wasn't listening. I was only looking.
You'll listen back and laugh on that one.
Top 5. So we're doing the 5 to 1. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So my number 5 is Mafia The Old Country. I have played all the previous...
Stop you right there. I never played any of the Mafias. Are they good?
They're great.
Yeah?
They're really good.
And are the older ones dated now? You reckon if I did a backlog,
they did a re-release. They updated the hell out of it.
Like the old Unreal Engine fucking
they reskinned it. Right. It looks perfect.
Not bad.
Like, if you ever wanted to play through a Godfather type game, the first 2 just Godfather vibes the whole way through.
I remember
you're a gangster. 1930s America. Like it plays so well. It's so good.
I remember one of the Mafias coming out on PS2, and I never got it. I don't know. It wasn't on it wasn't like on my radar.
I remember playing it, and it was a bit junky back then, but like it's tight now.
Junky or janky?
junkie. It's like sort of hard to maneuver.
Yeah, right.
It's got bad mouth.
Sorry.
So then the third one came out.
Yeah.
The third one really much more recent, changed the whole game up. You're in New Orleans. You're playing an African American. You're an you've been over to Vietnam, come back. You got a family sort of situation. Of course, gangsters get involved, and you basically just go on the hunt.
Yeah.
And it's sick. And you can like put people in the boot of your car and drive them out to the bayous and throw them into and get eaten by crocodiles, and you're standing there watching it, get them eviscerated, and you're like, yeah, I did that to this dude. It is such a good game. So much fun to play.
So is this a direct sequel?
No, it's called The Old Country. So I think they're going back. They're kind of doing a prelude or whatever.
And is there a release date?
There is a release date. I had it written down. It's not here on my notes now, so excuse me, but it's this year.
This year, yeah.
This year.
Look, most of mine are still TBD, which actually makes me clench a little bit, to be honest.
I know. It's a bit concerning.
Coming in number 5 for me, though, and you know what? As I was reflecting on this, I was like, this could probably be higher than 5. It could be closer to 1. SubNautica 2.
Yes.
Oh, my, mate, even watching the trailer, I
know you're a fan of the subs.
You know what I've discovered I like is that I like gaming where you're alone.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing Little Nightmares, and in the latest rendition of that, Little Nightmares 2, you have a partner the whole time, and I was like, this is still fun, but the game is better when it was just me. There's something more alluring about it, something more dangerous, and like,
the atmosphere is heightened because you're like, it's just you know.
And like Subnautica is so good at raising the hair on the back of your neck.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
It's deep. Yeah. It's scary. It's unknown. It's like you have a lot of clenching moments there.
It is.
You're not a powerful person. You don't really level up. It's all about ducking, weaving, surviving.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that. And watching the trailer for Subnautica 2, I was just like, I was getting so excited. It is a direct sequel because I think that the first I won't spoil the ending of the first, but it very much wraps up that kind of interplanetary thing, right? And this is a direct sequel, so keen to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
We don't know much about the plot yet, and date is TBD, but keep an eye out for that one if you like survival games.
That'll be a good drop. My number 4 is Avowed, and this is done by Obsidian. It's a very recent drop, so I think it's from 1 or 2 weeks from now. So we're talking, this is sort of Obsidian's Skyrim version. So, you know, Obsidian being a bit of a similar to the company that did Skyrim, but their kind of take on that fantasy kind of thing.
I like Obsidian. They make good games.
They make great games. So, you know, it looks really good. Check out the trailer for it. I'm definitely going to play a mage this way through, you know, and the trailer I looked for, it looked fantastic.
You've done
clean,
the 180 on the Warrior.
Well, because how many of those games do you play where you play the strength character and you just go, I'm tired of it, you know?
I hear you. I think it's because we naturally put more skill on combat, close combat.
But I think we do. That's our natural
is it more fun is the question. And you're going to get the answers to that.
We talked about it through. It's like some games like a Diablo where you go a barbarian, but the barbarian has skills, the whirlwind, this, that, all the various skills that come with it. But when you play Elden Ring and you play a mage, you've got a spell book that is far in advance of maybe the front flip move I was rolling with.
That's what I was going to say is being the warrior dexterity strength build, is that easier?
I think it's more simplified. Yeah. If you get hit in a mage, you're maybe one-shotted, whereas a strength build, you got more health. I think it's always been maybe a bit of an easier play.
You know, you don't have to recycle spells and all this type of stuff, which you do as a mage. But I remember back in RuneScape days, like, you know, original OG RuneScape, when I was playing, I was a mage. And it was so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Teleporting everywhere and...
Yeah,
stuff
I mean, you know,
so I'm
going mages now. I'm going all mages. So Avowed, check it out. Really good. I think it'll drop on Xbox, the sort of subscription service thing they've got. So it'll be a big drop, I think.
Nice. My number 4, I couldn't not have it in there. Needed it. Doom, The Dark Ages.
Looks good.
Looks so good. They've made... Good. You know what they're so good at is just making slight changes that have such a huge impact on the game.
Yeah.
Like we spoke about Doom Eternal having like the flamethrower and the chainsaw, which were always weapons in the game, but how they switched it up with the ammo and the health regen. It just changes the format and the dynamic of the game. And like just from the trailer, what I've seen, a lot of the OG weapons are there. It's kind of a new world. They're going further with the whole deeper into health thing and all that type of stuff. Still to be determined in terms of release date.
Yeah.
But is that Obsidian? No.
Nah, that's somebody else.
I've forgotten exactly who does that.
Yeah, that's all right.
But anyway, to be decided.
Looks good. Looks really good.
Coming out.
I sort of re-downloaded Doom Eternal and was going to give it a roll, but haven't got to it yet. I know it's been a topic of ours for some time. My number 3 is Crimson Desert. This game, I remember seeing a trailer for it, and they've released a lot of gameplay on this. A lot of YouTube gameplay has been released on it. I think you can find like 20 minutes of real gameplay online for this. Yeah. Release day some point this year. This looks like to me as if Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Dragon's Dogma 2 fucked, and this was the offspring. Yeah. But it's an offspring where it's like the next generation, the genetic makeup just looks better than both of those games independently. This game, when I was looking at it, I was like, this is the game that I wanted Dragon's Dogma to be last year. I put Dragon's Dogma as my number one last year because I thought it was going to be open world, like just tick all my boxes, and this game now looks like it's going to tick all my boxes.
You know what's funny about Dragon's Dogma? When I reminisce on playing that game, for some reason, the memories I have of it in my brain are in like 60p. For some reason,
it's got that glaze. It's got that like grit to it.
Like the motion blur wasn't good on it.
No,
and I remember it just being buggy and like 10 frames.
It just sort of was like, just kind of.
That's just my memory of it.
I felt like it was a previous generation game. Like it
felt dated. But also, there's a part of me that kind of misses it. But Crimson Desert.
You always say that, but I don't miss it at all.
I texted you about. Sometimes I think that I miss a game because of the life. Or like where I was in life sometimes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's the same with movies and music. It's like, you know, when you think of like Avicii's Levels, it's like that's like clubbing days.
Back.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I think maybe it's the same affiliation with games. But I texted you about Crimson Desert the other day because I saw some similar content to what you just described. I was like, this looks fucking good.
I think Crimson Desert is like it's what Assassin's Creed should have headed towards. Like I just think that Crimson Desert has gone, we'll see what you've done and we're gonna up the ante. Yeah. We're gonna dial it up to 1 million. And honestly, we haven't even got to this topic yet. We did have it in our list to actually talk about Assassin's Creed, you know, and what we think that release is going to look like because they keep pushing it.
Yeah, I've got you covered.
I'm concerned.
I've got you covered.
Well, let's talk about it now because we only got. All right, well, you do your third one, then we'll talk about that, and then we'll go 2 and 1.
Mate, Fable,
yes,
confirmed this year again. TBD. I don't know why publishers are they suck at giving us release dates. I don't know why that is anymore.
It's because they don't want to get locked into it, and then they have to push the dates and all the rest of it.
Yeah, and I also think that like. I remember 10 years ago, you start to buy discs. So like release dates were fucking important.
Yeah, they mattered a lot more.
You needed to get it out to the store, then they'd hold on to it for 2 weeks, you know, do all the back orders and stuff. It's different now. It's all cloud gaming, well, mostly anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, they still want to release it to build it up. You know, like some of the big ones, you still see the bus signs and all the rest of it. Like
Fable is still set in Albion. So it's giving sequel vibes. But I actually didn't play much of the Fable games. I watched people play a lot of them.
Interesting.
And I loved the premise, but I never kind of played them myself. But looking at Fable coming out in 2025, and I'm just calling it Fable 2025 because they're just calling it Fable again.
4. I think it's Fable 4.
Is it Fable 4?
Fable 4, yeah.
Looks good.
It does.
Again, release date TBD.
I don't know if I've seen gameplay though. I feel like the only thing I've seen is some theatrical kind of thing.
It's more cinematic / what they call actual game footage. It's no game. It's not gameplay.
And I'm not sure. I think a new gaming developer has picked up the IP for it.
Yeah, there's another subsidiary.
I'm holding sort of my, you know,
that's
interest.
probably one that I'll give a week of reviews before I download, but it's because it be
that's supposed to be us two. We're the ones supposed to be doing that.
True. You know me, I'll download and give anything a go.
Yeah, true.
But
I think usually like the hype, you know, you'll get the hype. There'll be people who have gone, I've played an early release version, day one drop. You'll get the game ranks go before you buy, and then they'll go, yes, and get it or don't.
It's also just the sheer amount of time that it's been since the last Fable.
Well,
it's got to be on the list because they were 15 years. They were good. They were trailblazers in a way. With the
they were,
because they kind of keystoned the whole. Hey, the decisions you make really impact who you become.
They were early on that one. That is true. That was true.
So had to be in there. TBD, as I said, but Fable coming out.
Let's talk about Assassin's Creed before we do our last 2 each. I think now's the time to slot that in.
Well, Assassin's Creed's my 1.
Oh.
So if you just fucking trusted me,
well, shit. Now you dropped that. Well,
I have a second one.
Okay, what's your number 2? Let's do your 2 and 1, and then we'll do my 2 and 1.
What's your 2? My number 2 is Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yeah, it looks good.
Which you can't look past.
You can't.
And
well, I look past it, but
as a lover of Elden Ring, probably should have been first for me. But
true.
I went second because it's not Elden Ring as we know it.
No, it's a different, And
this plays in what I was saying about SubNautica. I loved Elden Ring so much because you were left alone. There was an online component where you could communicate and invade other worlds and help people.
Yeah.
But it was, no, get through this fight alone, do your own looting, you have your own build, all that type of stuff. Completely autonomous.
Yeah.
Elden Ring Night Rain goes a little bit away from that.
It does.
And they've left a lot of creative room here in terms of, are there going to be builds? Are they going to ruin it with in-game purchases? Like, what direction do they take this?
I don't see them doing that. Like, I don't know, Hideo Kojima. Like, is it Hideo Kojima? No. Who's the people?
Oh, you're
close.
You're close. You're very close. But yeah,
can you say I'm close?
No, because it is Hideo, I think, but it's not his last name.
Anyway, but I think that kind of, I don't see them being the type of gaming company to pump it full of those kind of like season game
passes,
battle pass shit. Like, I just see it.
It would just be tons of DLCs, I reckon.
Probably.
Or like a Destiny
more content, or maybe skins, some stuff. But I think it looks good, and I love the premise of it being cooperative, in a battle royale kind of vibe with, it changes each time you play it, and I've always been a big fan of the variety of gameplay with each playthrough. I think really adds the replayability of it. I think that'll be a big game.
Yeah, but I also think that might bring you, me, and Kyle back partying up.
We'll get the tip team back together, baby.
That's it. And I think that's what gamers need right now, because let's be honest, the battle royales are fucking falling off the map lately.
Well, yeah.
Elden Ring Night Rain, I think there'll be a lot of gamers that'll rally for that.
Yeah,
huge
agreed.
Label. So my number one was split between two, and I'll get to the second one after you do yours. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I've got it in at number one because it's huge. Like, it is big. Like, Assassin's Creed, as much as we may be disappointed year on year with some of the stuff they come out, it's still one of those games. It's not going away.
Yeah.
This franchise is not going away.
Yeah.
We thought the movie was better than its ratings. Like, there's a few positive things that have come out of Assassin's Creed lately.
I wouldn't say they've come out lately. Like, Assassin's Creed, the movie, was a spell ago. They didn't sequel it. It got pretty panned. As much as you and I felt it was harshly criticized. But Ubisoft,
I didn't mind Mirage. I didn't mind Mirage.
Mirage was like they were going to do that as a DLC and then release it as a fully fledged out game. And a lot of people felt, hey, wait a minute, you were going to do it as a DLC for $20-$30 and then you're now charging us for $60. Classic Ubisoft kind of move or whatever on it.
Yeah.
So even it copped a bit of flack, but they missed with Skull and Bones. Big miss on Skull and Bones. That was one of their big marquee releases. That's the pirate one.
Yeah, that was anticipated.
Which is amazing that you missed. All you had to do is Black Flag, just replicate it, put a bit more content in there. You had all the parts there to make a fully fledged game and
have
print
it
money.
Build your own ship
and
feature
for that
of it,
game to release and not even hit the Richter scale is amazing to me.
I also remember they fucked up the launch with it as well, because I was excited for it and went to play it, and all of a sudden I couldn't download it. It had been like taken off the shelves. They were redeveloping something, and then when it finally was available for download again, you're right, it had flopped, and I was like, I'm not giving it a go.
And I don't see anybody going like, oh, let's go back and play that game. Like, I think it is a pretty hard flop. So for me with Assassin's Creed, like I think Ubisoft has always been criticized for, similar to the Call of Duties, they whack a new skin on it and then they go again.
Yeah.
And they tweak it just a little old bit. They do big jumps where it's like, okay, from the Assassin's Creed of maybe the Black Flag at the tail end of all of that to then jumping to, the new version where it was in Egypt and then the Norse mythology, and they're kind of running through the big marquee points in time. That was, they did a big change on the first one they did there, and then it was replicated again.
Yeah,
Valhalla
was
new
good.
Skins. But it's the same core gameplay
but
as the one before it.
You're right. It is. But they also can't go away from that. You're an assassin. You climb buildings. You jump off them. You kill people from behind. How creative can you get with it? But also, hang on. I was thinking today, whacking a new coat of paint on things isn't always a bad thing. Think about what dominated from 93 to 2003. Game Boy Color, Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was the fucking exactly the same for 10 years. People ate it up, mate.
Yeah.
What's the difference? What was the difference between blue and silver, apart from the fact they were 6 years apart? It was the same thing. Get a starting Pokemon, few new Pokemon in here, go catch them, do the fucking Master League, see how you go.
I hear your point,
you know
and
what I mean?
I agree with your point, because
if it's good,
we've talked about it before of going, when you have something that is good, whacking a sequel and doing the next version on it, I'm totally with you, because the fans are calling for more. They loved it so much the first time. Look at the Ghost of Yotei. the Ghost of Tsushima was fantastic, and they're just possibly new skin of paint, different place, upscaling it a bit more.
So you're forecasting that for a flop as well?
No, I'm forcing that for a big boom. I'm giving it 4 big booms, baby.
So you're kind of a little bit on my side of the fence here.
No,
you just don't trust Ubisoft to do it well.
I don't trust Ubisoft, what furthermore I think Ubisoft has a problem with is the market is going to be riddled with samurais. There's a number of other Elden Ring-esque samurai type games. You've got Ghost of Yotei. I think they keep moving the release window to try and get it to have free air. And I think when it releases, or if you look at any of their gaming like YouTube clips where they're trying to publicize it, the comments are like Ubisoft, like just criticizing the shit out of it. I just think Ubisoft is going to release it and people are going to play it and it's just going to either be like, same with Crimson Desert. I think if that releases and it's anywhere near that time window, people are going to go, that game's way better. I'm way more interested to play that than Assassin's Creed. I just really worry. And I worry for Ubisoft because you have too many flops in a row. The amount of money they pump in to publicize and put it all together. In danger. I just think that Ubisoft has kind of got to fucking right the ship a bit.
You're not wrong, mate.
Get a big game release.
Because
Far Cry is another one of theirs that they sort of feel like it's a bit of samey each time. Like, I don't know.
What's the one me and Kyle are playing at the moment? It was the sequel, Bow and Duff.
Oh, you're talking Horizon.
Is that Ubisoft?
No, it's not Ubisoft.
Right. Okay, I was going to say, well, that wasn't a miss. So.
No, they were great.
They're in trouble, mate. They do need to steer the ship back on the straight line.
So Ghost of Yotei was my Yotei, whatever. I'm going to mispronounce it. My number 2 game of the year.
Nice. Deserves it. I think.
You've mentioned you've even gone back to Ghost of Tsushima. I even feel like it playing Rise of Ronin at the moment. I'm like, God, it's I'm enjoying it, but geez, I'm ready to drop it at the drop of a hat. If somebody goes play Space Marine 2 with me, guy, I will be tossing that disc so fast.
Yeah, I think Ghost of Tsushima as well. Its storyline is just, from like Honorable Samurai to the kind of ghost thief tactics. Like that character arc is amazing.
It's one of those games where you just like, it's faultless. It's just faultless. It is so good. It ticks all the boxes, the collectibles, everything.
The graphics almost make my PC catch fire, but it's a fucking great game.
It's a great game.
If I dial up my GPU, my 4070, like max it out, I can play for maybe 90 minutes before it just crashes.
Jesus.
That's the capability of that game.
On your beast tower.
Yeah. No, but like to be fair, it looks incredible.
It does. It looks,
and it can only manage being at that usage for so long. But
fair.
Such a good game.
Have you got a top one to go?
Yeah, my other one that came in kind of halfway, on par with number 1 was Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Yeah. This is for Souls lovers.
Yeah.
If you're looking down the barrel of 2025, it looks like a good gaming year, but where's the Souls? Because Elden Ring's coming out, but it's not. It is Souls, but it's not really the Souls genre in terms of it's going to be co-op. That's not really what's made Souls successful. So if you're thinking, where's my Souls games for this year? Look up Wuchang Fallen Feathers. It looks good. Again, it's kind of in that samurai era.
Yeah.
But it looks fresh.
Yeah. I had a brief look at it. It came up on my list and I was thinking it's sort of a bit of the Wukong, like a kind of another kind of thing along that line.
Agreed, but it looks a lot less bash and smash.
Yeah, okay.
Which is what gamers want from this kind of genre.
I'm curious to see. We'll see how it lands. So my number 1 game, and I'm sure this would have been your number 1 game too, is Grand Theft fucking Auto. Let's go.
6.
Fucking number 6.
I was telling someone at work.
I'm so fucking pumped for this.
I did. He was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh," and I couldn't avoid it because I haven't told anyone my new job, but I do it. That
we do a secret little podcast about gaming.
Because I just don't,
We're a pair of nerds.
I don't want to like walk into a meeting room and it's up on the fucking monitor and I'll be like, "Oh wow."
You know what?
Joke's on me.
People at my work play it out loud. I walk in there bloody playing it out loud to me.
I'm not surprised, mate. Milky Pockets is your number 1 fan. And he was like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I said this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so how's that looking?" I was like, "It's looking huge. Like, mate, GTA 6 comes out this year." And just saying it, even he was like, "Fuck, true."
Yeah.
And like I feel like it's been a pipe dream for a long time now. Even after 3 years of playing GTA 5, it was like, when's this next game coming out? Because I want to eat it up. And it's 10 years later. And you're right, man. It has to come in at number one.
This game, like, I just, like, it almost brings a smile to your face. If you're a gamer, like, thinking about this game, because I think about all the GTAs I played growing up. I think about when, you know, the last GTA came out, GTA 4, and you play that first mission, you know, and you know that you're just about to hook into some amazing story. How ahead of its time GTA 4 was. You look at some of the games now and compare it to GTA 4 and you go, you guys are so far behind the competition. Rockstar is so far ahead. To see GTA 6 and like that trailer they released, and like I'm now seeing some of the leaks coming out, and you're like, I don't know if the leaks are legit or not, but my word, it is going to be like, take a week off work, guys. Fucking do it. Just because you'll thank yourself at the end of it. I will lock myself in and just eat takeaway for 5 full days.
You know what I was
just to
thinking?
fucking play that game.
You know what I was thinking is like, I'll probably take a day off work, download it, start it. Because like, is there anything better? Is there anything better than being at work and just looking at the
Charging
clock,
home,
being like, I know fucking exactly what I'm doing when I get home. And you're thinking about your character, you're thinking about the mission you're going to do, you're thinking about the, you know, like...
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It makes the day go faster.
Whatever
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and there's nothing better than finally getting home. Or like even other people will be playing this.
Yeah.
Gamers will come back to play this.
Speaking of, I saw
an
article about this just the other day. Red Dead Redemption 2 currently has over 100,000 players playing that game on Steam. Still, like 10 years after it was released or however long it's been.
It makes me want to go back, download it on Steam and do it again.
I mean, like, you know.
I might in the lead up to GTA 6.
You know, it's like, this is one of those moments in time where it's like man landing on the moon. It is a flag in the ground in time.
Run it back.
It will alter the cultural consciousness of this fucking planet, is how big this game is.
Agreed. And I think it could break gaming. I think we could see servers go down because so many people are on it. Honestly, this could be up there with like, what was that? Oh, the last episode of Friends. It's going to be up there with that type of like
Seinfeld, yeah,
like pop culture. To be like, hey, you know what actually ended up topping it was when GTA 6 dropped.
Watch how fast it exceeds every record of every previous game, which is probably Rockstar Games anyway.
Crazy.
But it will blow it out of the park.
And like people are saying like, oh, it's going to be $150. I'll pay that. I'll fucking pay that, mate.
Hey, there's inflation now. Price of eggs going up. You know, fucking it is what it is.
That like 2 grocery shops worth, I can get GTA 6. I'm in.
How much do grocery shops cost?
$75.
Fuck, what am I buying?
Mate, you got to go to Aldi, bro.
Yeah, I do have to go to Aldi.
Woolies and Coles are just... They reckon they're in a war like this, hate them. But it's us that are getting fisted.
Yeah, I mean it's always the consumer
like,
getting
let's
fisted.
compete over market share.
No,
and really we're all
us.
just like, can you stop this, please?
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is such scum. Anyway, let's not finish on a sour note.
Riddle.
It's great to be back.
It is so good to be back. Do you want to hear this riddle?
I want to hear this riddle.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the riddle, and that makes sense. That's what I'm going to do.
I just had a really evil thought because I know what the answer is, and as soon as you finish, I'm just
going
to whisper it.
After this week, you're not getting the answer again.
Okay.
Because I had to introduce you to the concept.
No, that's fair. All right, here we go. I will be. All right, silence.
Week 1.
Silence. Riddle 1. Week 1. Here we go.
Imagine if I fuck it up. In a realm of endless elemental form, where day and night, but you can't laugh.
You started laughing. You had me going.
Your fist in your mouth.
I'm going to look the other way.
In a realm of endless elemental form, where day and night both swiftly swarm, I shape my fate with crafted might and brave the dark's relentless fight. For simple seed to complex spire, what world am I, where dreams conspire? Take that home with you.
Shove that in your pipe and smoke it. Great riddle, T. Write in. Let us know what the answer is.
Yeah.
What do they win?
A soundbite on the podcast.
Okay.
No, we should actually think about, I don't know, maybe a $10 gift card. Yeah, that's better.
$10.
Get your skin.
Easy $10.
Get your skin in your favourite game or something.
If they pump that into like fucking Google, is it going to give them the answer?
Oh, probably. But is there any fun in that?
Well, now they put $10 on. I might write it
Plus,
under a pseudonym.
you still need to write in if you want anything.
I'm going to write it under a pseudonym.
info@theeveninggamer.com.au. Don't use a... were you going to say pseudonym, an alias?
Yeah.
It's going to be like Ginix or something. I'm going to see straight fucking through it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so good to be back.
It's great to be back, guys. I'm looking forward to the year ahead. We've got tons of games to cover off. It's going to be an exciting year. Bring back some of the party up episodes 100%, sporadically.
It's all happening this year. Reviews, rants, party ups. Also, our new sub-series, First Impressions.
First Impressions, yeah. We're going to start doing some First Impressions.
Even if it's been 2 days worth of a new game, we're going to talk about it on the podcast. 100%. We're doing big labels this 100%, year, man.
100%. Because like the pain we feel often is we get these games, we feel we want to give it a good review.
So we have to finish it. That takes time.
Yeah.
First impressions.
First impressions. So you know that we've only played it for X amount of hours and this is our first impression.
Yeah, and it can be more of a discussion. If you're playing it as well, you can be like, I agree with that. And if you don't agree with it, you can write in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. Really good. Really nice to have you.
It's a word.
Okay, intros are good. Need to work on outros. Dust off the cobwebs.
What is our outro? It is...
Don't be an NPC.
Keep leveling the fuck up.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.